The secrets of different bills. At Uncle Demi, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt. They try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me then.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, right? Today we're gonna talk about how to make a Paul George build, but before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. It's like the video, push the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put you know the game for my daily uploads. Without further ado, let's hop straight into the video, okay? So, as we all know, Paul George is 6'8", 220 pounds with a 6'11" wingspan. The dude has a two-way walking bucket name. We know we're not gonna be able to get that at 6'8", so again, we're not even gonna stress that. But looking at his actual build, it's not like it's gonna be the most impossible to make. He has an 89 driving layup, just an 85 driving dunk. Close shot, you know, really doesn't matter for Park. 86 mid-range, 87 three ball, so the shooting's gonna be pretty strong. And then again, he does have a 75 post control with a 78 pass accuracy, 87 ball handle, 79 speed with ball. And then of course, as we come down here, he has really good interior defense and perimeter defense, 79 and 87 respectively. 70 steal, no block, no offensive rebound, and a little bit of defensive rebound. Okay, now when we come to the badges, this is where things get a little tricky. Like he doesn't have any gold badges. I was like, huh? Now he has 48 of them, but he doesn't have any gold or Hall of Fame badges, which you'd think that he would have had some like gold perimeter defense, whatever. He has a lot of badges, but I just thought that was crazy to be a 90 overall and don't even have any gold or Hall of Fame badges, all right? Especially knowing that he's one of the better two ways we have in the league ever since he's been in an NBA. But anywho, regardless, you know, really good build as we're going to see. Let's head over to the My Player Builder and of course, you know, try to make this guy Paul George. So as you can see, you know, obviously Paul George is right-handed and he's number 13. He is 6'8", 220 with a 6'11" wingspan, so I actually did that, which was perfect because I wanted to get an 85 three ball at least, and 6'11" wingspan was perfect. You're allowed to get that. So let's come down here to the physicals. We are going to go 81 speed, even though his speed was a 79. I went 81 just so we can get the blow-bys, and I'm also going to go 73 to make sure we can get, speed booster at 81, blow-bys for 73. We're gonna go 60 on the strength. This is just for the clamps, and then of course the fearless finisher. We're gonna go 78 on the vert, and then we're gonna go 95 on the stamina. All right, so pretty self-explanatory type attributes here. Nothing really crazy. Pretty standard. All right. Now on our driving layup, we're gonna go 85 on the driving layup just to get the Devin Booker layup style if you want to get it. But I feel like that was just the best bet. We all know you're gonna get Pro Touch Hall of Fame already with this. And again, layup timing is really huge for 2K24, so you wanna have that. Then we're gonna go 89 on the driving dunk. The 89 driving dunk is gonna give you the pro contact dunk. So even though he had an 85, I did go 89 just so we can get the 1 foot and 2 foot pro contact dunks. We're kind of bringing it back a couple years where he was more of a slasher, but as you all know, like as individuals get older, I think he's like 33 now, you know, you're not really trying to go to the basket dunking on people, right? It's a little bit different gameplay than what you get as you get older. You just learn how to, you know, find your angles a little bit better, and that's what he's been doing, man. Clippers have been holding it down with Kawhi Leonard, so we'll be interested to see how they do in the playoffs. But for the most part, I think this is going to be straight with the 45 standing dunk. It gives you the two basic standing dunk animations. Now, on our mid-range, we're going to go 89 on the mid-range. I know this sounds a little bit crazy because he actually only had an 86, and he has a higher three ball, but at his height, you know, again, we got to go over our limitations in the builder. So we're only able to go 85. Now, if I was to keep on giving him T-Rex arms, I just would have been killing my defense. So I would just said, you know what, whatever. I'll go 89 on the mid-range, 85 on the three ball. The 85 three ball will give you the limitless badge, of course, and you will get, you know, some really good badges here. You know, blinders, catch and shoot, green machine, space creator, guard up, mini musician, and open looks are all on gold. You do get silver dead eye and spot finder. Our free throw, we're going to go at 75 on the free throw. And then on our pass accuracy, it was he had a 78. I went 68. All right. Just trying to figure out, you know, I'm trying to squeeze every attribute we can. So pass accuracy will take the hit there. And then we're gonna go 85, of course, on the ball handle, and then we're going 75 speed with ball. So you will be able to get the ankle breaker on gold. It's just the simple fact of, it's like, hey, you know, most 6'8", this is what we're looking at, 85 with the 75 speed with ball. And again, you're still going to be able to dribble and get a lot of good animations, you know, especially with the pro dribble style, which is going to be the best one for you here. Then we're going to go 75 with the interior defense. So he does have a 79 interior. I went 75. And then he has an 87 perimeter defense, but I went 85, okay? So we're still going to be able to get the silver clamps, ankle breaker, challenger, fast feet, pick dodger, 94 feet, workhorse, etc. It's just that obviously we're trying to squeeze everything we possibly can, because his still is a 70. But I was like, nah, we can't do that. We got to at least go 72 so we can get all the bronze badges. So that's what I did. Now, again, you can, you know, finagle this any way you want to, but this is what I did. His blocks at 52, so I left it alone. He had a 33 offensive rebound, I left it alone. But I am gonna go, he had a 64 defensive, and I'm gonna go 60s just so we can get that rebound chaser on bronze. So this is what I ended up coming up with. Now, the only thing that's different here that I would say that, you know, with a Paul George, he did have a 75 post control. So you could do that if you wanted to, right? Now, if you did want to do that, you're gonna have to drop your shooting, okay? Drop your shooting a little bit to get to at least a 75 or 65, whatever you're comfortable with. But a lot of y'all don't really work in the post, so it doesn't make sense to add posts to this. But if that's something that you wanted to do, obviously you can go ahead, knock it out with that post control. But for the most part, this is where I feel like it's going to be pretty standard. And you know, if you're not into the steals, drop that down and get your perimeter defense up, and then you can become a two-way. Right now, you're not a two-way until you get an 87. So keep that in mind. Also, if you wanted to be a two-way, you're going to have to figure out how to get to an 87. And I would say, if you don't want to drop your steal, again, maybe drop your shooting. You know what I'm saying? You only had an 86, or at least keep an 87, right? So you get T-Mac base, right? And then if you was to do that, boom, now you got an 87. That could be where you can get your name, all right? But again, you know, there's no right or wrong answer here. Just trying to put it out there like, hey, this is what it could be if you wanted to do that, all right? Trying to think of anything else off top. That's it. Again, if you want to drop the driving dunk down, you can do that. If you're not really caring about the contact dunks, that would be a really good way, because then you can drop this down to like an 80, then get your vert to like a 75, and then now you can definitely put like, you know, your perimeter defense, or maybe get your steal to an 85, you know, something like that. So just keep that in mind. There is other options here that you could be able to really cook up with. I just wanted to make sure that I threw a couple ideas out there. But you do get shades of course, you know, Paul George, and it comes out to, I think, a 3-level threat, right? You know, 2K loves a 3-level threat name, so it comes up like that every time. But you could get the two-way name, and then of course you'll get a different type of name by going two-way. But let me know in the comment section what you think about the build. What would you change differently? And other than that, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon with the Banger Man. You know, when I say back soon with the Banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.